So today I had a client who came in late, was like super flustered, super pissed off that there was forms to fill out and like this is just a waste of his time and he just wanted to get on the table. And he came into the room and I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Is something wrong?" And he immediately was like, "No, sorry. It's just I've had a really hard day and it's not you, it's not the front desk. It's just I've had a hard day." And he completely deflated in that moment and we went on to have a really good chat. He was like asking me if I'm intuitive and then asking about how to follow his own intuition. So clearly this man was dealing with something internally, a huge battle that he's been battling, and it's just pummeling over, it's just blowing over, and his world around him is just. So then we got on about intuition and meditation, and it was becoming really apparent that he was super scared to go within. He was super scared to go into meditation and spend time with himself and see what's in there because there was a lot of grief stuck in his body. There was really heavy weight. He admitted that he hasn't cried and like he can't remember when the last time he cried was. And because I see energy, I was able to see in his field was just all of these heavy chunks of really dense energy that were just like when snowballs get matted in dogs' fur. And you just keep packing on more and more weight. And you're packing on all this weight and it's causing you so much trauma and heartache, and then you don't want to let it go. This man and so many people are scared of like going into yourself, like what you're going to uncover. But I'm like, but you're not scared of just packing this amount of trauma and weight on you for like the rest of your life. Like you're already in the worst situation. That is the worst situation. But like, I get it. Our society and everyone is conditioned to ignore themselves. And like, that's a scary place. If you go inside your head without distractions, that is scary. And we're conditioned with this. That's why there's so many distractions pulling us in all different directions. But I think what I would say to anybody that this resonates with or that is scared to go within is that underneath all of that, you are love and light. And so every layer of the onion that you peel off, yes, you're going to have to encounter some deep traumatic sort of shadow work, some heavy pieces to move, some emotions to move through, some releases. Like that all is layer of the onions that you have to go through, but you're just returning back to yourself. You're just returning back to pure love and light. And in going right into it and not being afraid to go right into your grief, right into your pain. I said, like, you need a good soul weeping. So crying cleanses the physical body, sobbing cleanses the emotional field, and weeping cleanses the soul. Because when you truly weep, it's like no sound comes out and you're just echoing. You're just going further, deeper, 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 deeper. Like you become a vapor trail and you just go into it. You become weightless. Like your entire field gets absolutely cleansed because you're just feeling the intensity of all that grief. That type of weeping truly cleanses the energetic field. And I was like, don't expect it to happen right away. You know, you can't just like make yourself cry, but you can set an intention when you see the value of the release that you're going to have. And he said, I don't think that's going to clear out my field. Like, it's just too much trauma. And I said, but at least you'll clear a layer of that. And at least you'll get it out of the body, a little bit out of the emotional field. Because right now you're just carrying so much baggage and you're uncomfortable. You're so uncomfortable. And I said, but if you set an intention, then eventually you will have an experience where the conditions will be right. You'll have an opportunity and you will go in and do that. And you'll have a cathartic, emotional experience that shifts your vibration. Because anytime that you are letting go and releasing things out of your field, anytime that you're letting these dense, hard energy nuggets in your field go, you raise your vibration and you shift into a different frequency. You shift into a different reality. So, I said, I get it. I've been there where you're just so disconnected from yourself. You've never really spent time with yourself. People are afraid of spending 10 minutes in a room with the lights off, with their eyes closed, by themselves. They are petrified of what they're going to encounter when they do that. Like, oh my God, panic. And what might you encounter at the very beginning is just like these ruminous thoughts. Then you're like, okay, this is stupid. I'm wasting my time. What am I doing? But if you allow yourself to just be like, no, I am stuck in this room for 15, 20 minutes that I've given myself to be present with myself. Like, hello, be present with myself. Like, the audacity to be present with myself. But yeah, if you put yourself in a room for 15, 20 minutes a day and say, this is my container, I need to stay in this room, eventually you're going to tire those thoughts of, oh, this is stupid, I should be doing something else, I should be being productive, I'm going to get out of here. No, if you create yourself that container, eventually you'll be like, okay, I'm stuck here anyways. Let's just see what happens if I go in, if I close my eyes and I just pay attention and just let things flow. So that creativity then starts to open up a place where you can start to feel this, like this inner resonance of what is your yes and what is your no, what feels good to you. It feels like a vibration. It feels like a resonance, like a home chord or something. And that, going back to the question about his intuition, is how you can tell how to follow your intuition. Is you need to know what yes is in your body and you need to know what no feels like in your body. So then I asked him and I said, what does no feel like in your body? He said it's like a walling off. And I said, yeah, like every cell in your body just like, we're shutting the shutters, like, right? It feels like a walling off. What does yes feel like in your body? Feels like an opening up, a welcoming, an expansion. And no can also feel like a shearing energy, right? Like, oh, this doesn't sit well. Whereas yes is opening and expansive and welcoming, feel safe. So in this way, you can know what your intuition is telling you. So we ended up having this crazy conversation, and basically an alchemical process, an alchemical transformational process, because I took the time to stop him dead in his tracks and witness exactly what was going on. I said, is something wrong? And he needed to talk about it. He needed that. Oh, because I forgot to mention what I did at the beginning. He was so flustered and I was like, we're going to just ground you for a second, okay? I just need you to close your eyes for a second. You want to take a big, deep breath in. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I said, I want you to bring all of your energy into your body right now. Become present with yourself. Come into your body right now. And that is actually what shifted him completely. He got out of those 3 breaths a different man. And I said, you need to be present with yourself like that more.